Hi guys, welcome to Co-Parenting with a Narcissist 101. I'm Kate. Thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Today I just want to briefly talk about co-parenting and your emotional health. I know you guys must have, you hear at the end of most of my videos, I said, get your mind right and everything else will fall into place, because I think this is the key here to dealing with these people, is to make sure that your head is clear and screwed on right. Once you get your head out, freedom becomes much easier, or even seem more doable. Now, you guys already know I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm no clinician. This is just life and my life and everything else I've stuff I read. So for emotional health, you need to get that together, obviously, for you to deal with raising children. Like you obviously know by now that's you're co-parenting with a child, so you are the only adult, obviously. So, and in all of this, if you feel or that you need a psychologist or psychiatrist, something, but whatever it is that you feel that you need professional help, definitely go get right on that, and get that going. Whatever you feel you need to make sure that your mind is okay, for this process, please do get that done. I wanted to kind of remind us that while we were with the narcissist, or if you're still with the narcissist, that you had to bend, but you didn't break. You got to remember that you had to bend. We had to bend to survive. We had to bend to try to figure out what the hell is going on, because we didn't know what was going. We didn't know what we're dealing with. So we had to rearrange ourselves. Some of us had, boundaries were lowered, lines were crossed, blurred. You had to adjust to certain things just so you can, quote unquote, fix what we perceived that was the problem. When as you come out now, what the problem actually is. So you remember that you had to bend to survive. You didn't break, and if you're still in there, obviously you're still bending to try to survive. And to remind you that no, you're not crazy. Now, unless you live this life that we've lived through, this abuse, you might not understand it. And sometimes with people asking questions, or maybe people trying to make sense of what you're saying, you might look like, oh wait, maybe I'm not sure that's what happened, or that's what I saw then. No, you were there. It happened. It's crazy, because what we're dealing with is craziness. It's unbelievable unless you are in it. So yes, that happened, and no, you are not crazy. Another thing as well I wanted to point out is for you to start changing the narrative that has been ascribed to you, because while you're with the narcissist, all the negative stuff that is within them, they're going to project it on you. And they keep singing this over and over and over again to change your narrative, to change the definition of you, to change you, to get you defined in a way that is comfortable for them, because what you are, like I said, they come at you because they're qualities that they want, that you had, that they came to get. Of course, by the time they get there, they realize those qualities you can't, is not transferable. You have it or you don't have it, or you work on getting it. So what they now start doing is that, that's where the devaluation starts, where they now start bringing out all the vile negative things within them and project that on you. So they will get a different version of you and try to project that. You're a hardworking person, all of a sudden now you're lazy. You're a smart person, you're doing this and do it now. you're stupid, you can't do anything right, you're a great mother, you're a great father, all of a sudden now you're not, you're useless, so whatever it is that they're feeling inside of themselves, they're going to start projecting that onto you once they realize that all the good qualities that you came into the relationship with, that they pursued you for, is not transferable. They can't take it from you, no matter how they manipulate and try to con you. They can't take those qualities away. So now they start redefining you. So when you come out of this situation, you now have to start changing the narratives about you. Start reminding yourself, remembering who you are. You got to start remembering who you are, because throughout the years or months that you spent with these people, they're singing this negative tune the whole time for their benefit, so they can get the supply they need, so that they can feel good about themselves for however long, 5 minutes or 10 minutes before another onslaught of assault comes your way again. So they try to redefine you to be okay with themselves. So when you come out of this relationship, or you're getting ready to go, you need to sit down and start trying to remember exactly who you are before these people came into your life. These people sneaked into your life. Got to remember who you are. And start changing the narratives. If they're talking about you being lazy, and you know for sure, everybody around you knows how hardworking you are. Now you got to start remembering that. That is you. That is the original you, before all this abuse, before all the walking on eggshells, before all the tiptoeing around the narcissist, so that you can avoid an argument, or you can avoid some major blowout. You can avoid some screaming and yelling, And over time, they try to condition you to put whatever you're feeling, put whatever you have to say behind, for you to have something that resembles peace, because what we had with these people is nowhere near peace. Because even when there's some kind of laughing or relaxation thing going on, you are still tense. You are still tense, and that's obviously your brain telling you, as time went on, that you are not in a safe place. You are in enemy territory, and that's what it was. You're behind enemy lines. So you start remembering who you are before these people showed up. You start remembering who you are before they showed up. And while you were doing this, obviously you need some self-reflection. We have to self-reflect, and self-reflect includes you coming up and digging up things that might hurt. Like why we had to bend, some of those bending that we did was probably at our own detriment. So we have to go all up in there within ourselves, look for the cracks, look for the holes, look for the stuff that we need to mend. And while you are there, you ask yourself questions, and whatever any kind of hurt or any kind of bad thing you did, not to the narcissist but to yourself, like I said, why we had to do the bending, some of those, like I said, were to our detriment. And you have to look within you and analyze all these things, as hard as it might be, as painful as it might be. And some of them might be, maybe if you were dating the narcissist while the narcissist was married, and you were aware that the narcissist was somebody else, and of course they're telling you, all the lies about, their partner. But that might be something you need to get right within yourself as well, because this whole looking inward and looking at trying to fix what is within you is going to help you get the closure that you are not going to get from the narcissist when this ends. Whether they discard you or you discard them, there is no closure. You're not going to get any closure from them. But if you look within you, work with what is going on within you, resolve issues within yourself, as painful as it will be for some of us, you get what you need, and be prepared to give yourself the closure that you need to move on. Because if not, you might be waiting on some kind of validation or closure from the narcissist that is never going to come. So you look within yourself, find what it is that you did in the process of surviving through this relationship, or however you got into the relationship, and sort all that out so that you're able to have what you need to have closure. That is very important. And I know you in my videos, and I in some of my videos I'm laughing or I'm chuckling or whatever. That is not because what we're discussing here is a joke. No, what we went through, or we're still going through for some of us, what we're continuously going through because we're still co-parenting with these people, it's no joke. It's just that this laugh, I chuckle when I talk, is I call it the victory laugh, because it's kind of like the phoenix. You came out of the ashes, and I hope that all of us will get to that point where you look at all the tantrums that the narcissist throws and all the stuff they do to get attention from you, and you will not even spare any energy towards that. You find it funny because it's like a 3-year-old. Like, you go to the store and they see all the toys and they start rolling themselves around the floor in Walmart, trying to get attention. So that's the same way. I pray that we all get to that point where what they did wasn't a joke. What they're continuously doing, if you're still there, it's no joke. What they're about to do when you start co-parenting with them, it's no joke. But if we get our mind to the right place to be able to see all this before they even show up, then it will have less impact on us because we already sort of prepared for it. So I hope you get to do your victory laugh. I hope you get to do your victory laugh eventually. I hope you get to the point where that's how you feel about these things. As hard as it is now, as crazy as what we went through, as unbelievable as what we went through, I hope you get to the point where you look at it, some of those things, and chuckle. That you are so healed, you're so recovered that that's how you see it, And I think that's what we have to do, Go back, go within yourself. It's kind of like cleaning a wound. You can't put a new band-aid or a new wrap or dressing on top of a wound that is festering inside. You outside it looks like the nice little clean band-aid, when inside the wound is rotten all the way to the bone. No, you have to take that band-aid off, rinse out the wound, clean out the wound, dress the wound, whatever it is, get it all clean, then put a new band-aid on it. That way what is inside is reflecting what is outside as well. It's going to hurt, obviously, to clean the wound. It's going to hurt to rinse the wound out. It's going to hurt to start dressing up the wound. But that is what you need to do for the wound to heal properly. If not, you have a brand new tape on top of a rotten, festering wound. And what does it do? It goes deeper and deeper. It keeps, breaking down. It keeps decaying. It keeps getting worse. But on the outside, it looks nice. Nobody will know what's going on, but deep down the wound is going deeper and deeper, is getting worse. So that needs to be cleaned out first, all the way out, as painful as it is, and then you can put the band-aid on it. Because the mind, you got to get the mind in the right place for co-parenting with these people to work. If not, you're going to be triggered every time they open your mouth, because nothing good comes out of it. They live for your reaction, they live for your disappointment, they live for whatever negative energy they can get from you. That's what they do. Whatever that can give the maximum hurt, they will try to get that out of you. So I pray you get to do your victory lap, and I wish all of us good luck on our journey to remembering ourselves. You have to remember yourself. All right, guys. That's a little motivation. I thought this would be a short video. Well, you like and subscribe and let me know what you think. I am thinking of having on Thursdays have like what I'm calling it, the narc files, where I can post different emails that's over the year or 2 years now that I've received from the narcissist. Some of them might be crazy, so I'm gonna like kind of block some words out. I don't know how YouTube and the rules are, so because it gets crazy. And I mean, with time, hopefully I can get yours. You guys can send yours over too, so we can see how well to respond. Because we're not going to react to any of this. You have to respond to what flies out of their mouth, because we know it's all BS. So so as long as you remember, co-parenting with a narcissist is like war of many battles. I keep saying it's a war of many battles. Here in that little group here, we're learning to pick the battles so that we don't lose the war. We have to learn to pick the battles so that we don't lose the war. There are many battles in the war. If you pick the wrong one, you end up losing everything. Unfortunately, that's the hand that we are dealt with, trying to raise kids with kids. So the summary here is take care of the mind. Take care of the mind. However you need to do it, get the mind in the right place for the journey ahead, to remembering yourself. All right, guys. Take care. Thank you for subscribing. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and comment, like, share. Let me know what you think. Take care. Bye.